It was just an ordinary day until Tsubaki ran into Oka, his friend's girlfriend, in the city. She appears out of nowhere with her usual direct and provocative demeanor. With an ice cream in hand, she invites Tsubaki to talk. The two exchange a few quick words, but a small detail doesn't go unnoticed. When talking about her boyfriend, Ueno, Oka calls him Kuhei. In Japanese culture, this is a big deal. Calling someone by their first name signifies closeness and intimacy. It's like opening the door to your heart. Tsubaki, on the other hand, is still just called Tsubaki by Urabe. It's cold, formal, distant, and that starts to bother him. Scene shifts to Urabe and Oka on the school rooftop. Later at school, Oka and Urabe are having lunch together on the rooftop. Oka, acting nonchalant, drops a provocation. "You don't call him by his first name, do you?" Urabe remains silent. The tension in the air is real. Oka then tastes Urabe's saliva just as Tsubaki always does, but something strange happens. She pulls back, uncomfortable. Urabe wordlessly gets up and walks away. That conversation clearly struck a nerve. At the end of the day, Urabe and Tsubaki are walking home together. Without saying a word, she simply sits on a bench and falls asleep. Tsubaki just watches her. The light from the setting sun softly touches her face. And right there, with his heart pounding, he whispers, very softly, "Mikoto," her first name. She wakes up, she looks at him, but doesn't respond. In her gaze, however, there's an answer, a feeling. That night, Tsubaki dreams. In the dream, he's holding a camera. Urabe is standing there with a gentle smile. He takes the picture. It's a perfect image, pure, intimate. A deep desire transformed into a memory he can hold. The next day, Tsubaki still carries the dream with him. The urge to capture a piece of Urabe is overwhelming. He asks to take her picture. Urabe, at first, seems to accept, but then she pulls back. She says no. Her voice is firm, but not aggressive. It's as if she's saying, "I'm not ready yet." At the end of the day, he's walking home from school alone when he runs into a memory from the past. Hayakawa Aika, his crush from middle school. The two talk, exchanging shy smiles. She invites him for coffee, but Tsubaki refuses. Conflicted as he is, he knows it would only complicate what he feels for Urabe. He turns and continues his walk, but as he crosses the bridge, she's there. Urabe, standing still, quiet, with an unreadable expression. She saw everything. She was watching. He tries to explain, asking if she was jealous. Urabe doesn't answer. Instead, she collects her drool on her finger. He closes his eyes and tastes it. In that moment, his expression changes drastically. A heavy silence falls between them. Tsubaki, without understanding why, begins to cry. The tears fall uncontrollably. It's not physical pain, it's a deep emotional one. It's the intense sadness Urabe would have felt if he had actually agreed to go out with Hayakawa. The emotion passes directly to their unique bond. He feels her pain as if it were his own. Urabe, even in her silence, made him understand everything. Tsubaki, with his eyes still wet, tries one more time. "Can I take your picture now?" And she makes a goofy face, sticking her tongue out playfully. He smiles. The image starts to slowly appear on the paper. It wasn't the idealized Urabe from his dream. It was the real Urabe. Ironic, spontaneous, mysterious, and completely unique. He holds the photo carefully and puts it in his wallet. It wasn't the perfect memory, it was better, it was real. The 6th episode of Mysterious Girlfriend X shows that intimacy isn't built on perfect photos, beautiful words, or grand gestures. Sometimes it's just a shared glance. Sometimes it's a tear you feel for someone else. If you felt the strange and silent delicacy of the relationship between Tsubaki and Urabe, be sure to subscribe to the channel.